week on the Gianna Volpe Report, brought to you by Maximus Health and Fitness, 130 East Main Street in Riverhead.
That's right, and
Of course, someone sitting to my left, two people over, thinks she's Muhammad Ali.
I do. I've got Ali gloves.
Can you sit there and say, I am the greatest?
I am the greatest.
Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee?
Floats like a butterfly, stings like a bee. That's why I got my yellow and black boxing gloves.
Oh, God.
Just like my alma mater. In both where I went.
You're really teaching her this stuff?
So that yes, we're on with Douglas Tatore, veteran Marine of the current war, and my trainer. He's been training me to box for the past week.
That's right. We're in the gym, tearing it up.
Every day, too. No, and he was saying to me yesterday, apparently I made a lot of progress between yesterday and the day before.
It was literally astronomical, the difference in her skill and her ability to just focus on hitting our mitts and our punching power and, skill set literally improved drastically overnight. So it's really exciting for me to be training someone that is this adaptive.
Yeah. See how cool I am? He's like got his hand over his eye.
Oh, God help us.
I love boxing. My stepdad used to teach me to box in the basement when I was a kid.
And you can tell that because you have some background in there. It's like something screaming to come out.
And I lifted a lot as a teenager. I lifted weights a lot, like every day after school. And so we started actually lifting a few days ago, and it was so emasculating because I couldn't even put up half what I did in high school.
So emasculating?
Yes.
The funny part is this too.
Do you know what that word means?
Yes, I do. And that's how I feel.
No, it means going from, I'm a bass to, hi, I'm in the Vienna Boys Choir.
Yeah, that's how it feels.
Meanwhile, back at the ranch, there's a guy right next to us doing the exact same weight as Gianna. And she's worried about it. Meanwhile, there's literally a dude right next to us doing the exact same weight.
I remember the football coach. The football coach started to lock me out of the weight room because I was emasculating the freshman football players.
Oh, that's what you were doing, yes.
Because I was benching 120.
But you don't really feel emasculated. You make others feel emasculated.
I was benching 120, and then these freshman football players were coming in, and they couldn't put the bar up yet, which is like 45 pounds. But I can hardly do 60.
But we're just getting started with that.
Yeah.
So.
And every day is getting easier and easier, exponentially easier. He says that yesterday he said my biceps were twitching because apparently they're remembering.
Yeah, her muscle memory is kicking in. Essentially what that is anytime you become a trained individual, not a sedentary individual, your body remembers that previously trained state, and it's so much easier and faster for you to get back to that state because of your previous training. So muscle memory responds, we gain that ability back, we gain that strength back, then endurance, all those things that go along with training.
Does the muscle memory thing have anything to do with other sports besides boxing and weight training? In other words, like swinging a baseball bat or something like that, or kicking a football. Is that also?
Absolutely, 100%. It's trained. It's things that are trained into us, and it's also, actual changes to the muscle cells and the nervous system, that are permanent. They do basically become untrained after not a long period of time, but yes, it's always in there, and it'll always come back. If we just want to push those limits again and remind our bodies what we're all about.
Well, it was funny because we were talking off the air before we went on, and that might have been. It's too bad you guys didn't hear it because it was really a good conversation.
Yes, sir.
But we had talked about, and this I think applies, I guess, to Gianna as well as everybody else. But you were talking about limitations, and most people impose limitations on themselves.
That's right. That's 100%. Most of our limitations are just basically what we set on ourselves. We decide in advance that, I can't do that because it's too challenging, because it's too daunting. And it's really just a matter of, stepping up to the plate, suiting up, and, going out and accomplishing your mission. If your mission is to get in better shape, go do it. Find out how, get to a gym, get a trainer. If you want to be a better boxer, you want to learn how to protect yourself, you want to get in better shape, you want to have fun. You know, it's easy. Just go out there, find someone to help you out. You know, find a good gym. Maximus has a beautiful gym with all the amenities that you would need for that. But you know, it's out there for you. You know, you just have to want to do it, and it's, you know, a conscious decision. You know, we control what we do with our bodies, plain and simple.
And that boxing room is new. That's brand new that he just put in. It's a full, like, it's got three heavy bags. What are the other things?
Okay, so yeah, it actually has a real professional boxing room. They have 2 double end bags, which are really used for hitting moving targets, you know, lots of great agility stuff. And it's a decreased impact on your shoulders and joints and whatnot because it's not a heavy bag. They have 2 wonderful heavy bags that have areas in particular where you can see that you should be striking. You know, this is like new age stuff. You know, I'm used to the old Everlast that you just beat until you got to duct tape it.
Which we've got one of those too.
Absolutely, but you know, speed bag, everything you need, you know, and it's a beautiful place. So,
and my God, it's addicting. It's so addictive to go to the gym. You know, after like a few days, if you keep going, it's like you wake up in the morning and you cannot wait to get there.
Well, you crave it, and especially when you see your progress, you know, when you see that, hey, look, I'm actually getting something out of this. This isn't like it becomes tangible, you know, and that's really the difference. Like when people see results, they're so much more likely to stick with it, you know. And boxing is certainly a tool, a vehicle that, you know, I love to use with clients. I love to use with friends. You know, it's not work for me, you know, but it's something that can be fun. You get an amazing workout, and at the same time, you're learning how to protect yourself, which is, you know, that makes me feel really good, you know, to, you know, give that to someone, you know, so, you know, perhaps that they can defend themselves one day if need be.
All right.
Well, let me ask you this. You talked about, you know, people like John, they want to go back to the gym, they see the progress, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But we live in a society that's predicated upon instant gratification. You know, if I don't receive results, like, you know, when I try and lose weight, which is an ongoing dilemma, if I don't lose like 4 pounds in a week, it's like, the hell with it. We live in that kind of, you know, and how do you overcome that instant gratification thing and realize it's a long slog?
Well, that of course is like the biggest question. You know, how do you get people to see that they can actually do this? More or less, it's really like by proving to them through, you know, just a little bit of time that you really can make a difference. You know, I've never had a client, you know, where someone asks me for help and I give them, you know, nutritional guidelines. You know, essentially, you know, a diet. Diet is a bad word. Diet, all it means is, you know, what we are consuming. You could be on a McDonald's diet, but with the proper amount of calories, intake of energy in, energy out, you will either lose weight or gain weight based on your goals. And as long as you know, you're training appropriately, you're gonna see progress, you know. So, you know, the more weight you have to lose, the easier it is to come off. You know, the less weight, the harder it is, you know. So it's everybody's individual, but, you know, to really just, you know, inspire them to believe,
right.
You know, I listen to them, you know, I really grasp, you know, what, you know, like an artist, like what am I painting? What am I creating? You know, and then just leading from the front, you know, like motivation is contagious. You know, that's really what it comes down to. You know, it's in so many aspects of the world. Perspective is everything. You know, if you come in every day and you have your people and you're like, let's go do this, you know, let's kick butt, take names, you know, and that's like, they smile at me and they look at me and they're just like, yeah, we're going to do this.
That's what I was going to say is like, really, it's the motivation. His motivation and his passion is infectious. So it's like, even if the person isn't seeing results, chances are they're not going to be looking for results as much because they're feeling so good from the session and from how he made them feel. Because, I mean, that's how it was with me.
Well, now there's a two-part question here, one for each of you. Number one, what made you want to, I mean, John, with all due respect, boxers end up with like things like cauliflower ears, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. You want to box?
Yes.
Is there a reason for this?
Well, first of all, it's something that
besides fighting off all the boys, I understand that.
It's something that was in me from a young age. And it's something that when I heard we had this new boxing room, and actually talking to Doug, because I was talking to Doug about getting gloves, And he brought me to like titleboxing.com. He's like, you got to make sure that you're getting the best stuff for your money, getting stuff to protect your wrists. I fell in love with this one pair of gloves.
Ali, baby.
It's all about the champ is here. It's all about, it's a passion. And then, not to mention, I was driving back to Jersey before I came back all the way. And
Somebody flipped you off. You want to beat him up or what?
No, I heard The Boxer by Simon and Garfunkel. And something just like switched in my head. And
that made you want to learn how to box.
It was like, no, it wasn't that it was almost like activating something that's been there for a long time. Like I've always wanted to be a boxer. Always. And now, and it activated this thing of now is the time.
Now, Doug.
It is time.
You teach girls how to box.
Yes, sir.
Do you have a lot of women who want to learn how to box?
We do. It's actually one of the...
Really?
Yes, absolutely.
Because I thought like Muhammad Ali's daughter boxes.
Yeah. Well, no. Forgive me. We're probably speaking in different contexts. They want to train. They don't want to fight people.
But they want to learn how to box.
Oh, absolutely. But I'm saying, most of them don't want
Their goal is not to get in the ring. I mean, I can see that one over there. Like, come on, I'll pound you.
Yeah. But, who knows, if she'll end up picking up sparring or, taking it to that level.
Did you say something to me about that last night, or did I dream that?
No, I said something to you.
Oh, okay.
So...
Because I woke up thinking, did he suggest that I spar with people, or did I dream that?
No. It's actually it's always a good idea, even just for light sparring, because it's realistic. Like we were doing a little training move last night that was frustrating G a little bit. I had her throw a little punch combo and then shove me. And what I kept saying to her is like, as you're pushing me, think, get out of my face, get out of my face.
Yeah, get out of my face.
If it's realistic. If someone was attacking you, and even if you couldn't stop them with your first beretta punches, you push them, you set them up, put them where you want to be, and then you hit them again.
I kept forgetting. I keep forgetting to add it in between the combos, but it's great because, especially for judging where your target is. It's a great move, and for controlling the fight, which is like a big part of it. Almost like keeping momentum and keeping the other person sort of running around.
That's right. Kickboxing and boxing have become so popular, especially in recent years. We have, all these studios, picking up that are charging a significant amount of money, over $100 a month, to come in and attend classes. And they're successful because they're fun. That's really like, it's like the old Huck Finn trick. Like, boxing isn't just like showing up and like burning calories. It's like you're going, you're going toe to toe with somebody who's like, coming at you, staying motivated, keeping you going, keeping you focused.
And keeping your mind, like there are so many things that I have to remember. Just when I'm getting in my stance, like being a small target, keeping my face protected, like getting in that athletic stance where your legs are bent a little bit, not crossing your feet, keeping them wide, like keeping stabilized. I had a very vicious case of happy feet when I first started, and still sort of do, where I'm always moving my feet. But when you punch, you really gotta stabilize yourself and not move your feet as much. It all comes from the hips, Bruce.
Probably too much information.
It's all in the hips.
How do people get a hold of you, Doug?
People can get a hold of me at dougtatore@gmail.com. That's Doug, Tatore @gmail.com. Hit me up anytime. Would love to go over routines and or tips, or get up with you and train you.
All right, listen, we got to kind of put a slam a lid on it.
All right. Well, it was a great show.
Roger that.
And we'll be back next Thursday.